Now at 10, the Diamond City Park gets a new walking trail. Plus, local businesses in Miami hit the sidewalk to celebrate the city's annual sidewalk sale. And the annual Emancipation Celebration is taking place in Joplin this weekend. We'll let you know about all the weekend events.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Families in Diamond, Missouri came together today to celebrate the growth of the city park. This is KOAM News at 10. I'm Anthony Saviello. The park's Board of Diamond held a dedication for its new walking trail, which is a quarter-mile long and helps make the park more accessible. To celebrate the new pathway, the board hosted a family fun day featuring a bounce house, a water slide, and games such as cornhole and carnival games. Community members say it was a great way for the community to come together.
It really just hits home, to come out and see that people are actually using the walking trail every day and see people coming and enjoying as a family and as a community, because we're just a small knit community, and this just brings everybody together and it just makes your heart feel good.
The Diamond Park Board says they hope to continue holding community events just like this as at the finished park. Dozens of local businesses and organizations joined together in Miami to take part in the city's sidewalk sale, which started in 1958. Stores offered discounts and sales, and Miami's Main Street was filled with food trucks, games, and bounce houses, and even free haircuts. The sidewalk sale is a way for local businesses and organizations to help showcase themselves to new customers and display their unique crafts and food. It's a great way to help unite the community around its small businesses.
We really need to promote local businesses. All these little mom and pop shops like we have here at Chapters, we need the local community support, and so it really helps to promote and grow and encourage other local business owners to open up and have their little mom and pop shops downtown too.
The sidewalk sale also featured a fundraiser where winners could get the chance to dunk Miami Mayor Bless Parker in a dunk tank. Today is the first official day for the Ottawa County Free Fair. This year marks the 105th year of the event. Kicking off activities was a dog show and a fan favorite, the tractor driving contest. The tractor driving contest features contestants showing off their driving abilities with the large farm equipment. Participants in this year's contest say the event is a great way to start off the fair while doing something they love.
I believe this is my 6th year doing it. I went to Tulsa and done the state contest 3 times. And last year I was the state champion in the farm equipment operators contest. It feels pretty good, and get to help kind of mentor some of these younger kids and go bring Ottawa County another state champion.
Ottawa County Free Fair activities will continue through next Saturday, August 10th. We'll check in with meteorologist Lindsay Gaffney for a first look at weather.
Temperatures looking pretty good. It looks like our camera went out black and white out there, but we've got mostly cloudy or partly cloudy skies. Temperatures dropping down to the upper 70s now. Still feels like it's in the lower 80s. And some of us are still in the lower 80s. 81 in Grove, 82 in Miami and Welsh. 83 still in Independence, warmest out there, in Anderson 83 as well. The rest of us starting to dip down into the 70s, getting down to lower 70s and upper 60s for our overnight low. We've also got a few light breezes out there, 5-10 miles per hour from the northeast. It's going to continue like that through tomorrow, but we do start to see winds shift, bringing us a little bit more moisture and a rise in temperatures. That's not until the start of the week, and I'll have more details for you in just a bit.
All right, Lindsay, thanks. A nosedive on Wall Street to finish the week. The Dow Jones Industrials closing down more than 600 points after a new jobs report fell far below expectations. Brian Todd takes a closer look at the numbers.
Dave Flannery runs an apple orchard in Wisconsin and, like many Americans, has anxiety about how the economy is trending.
Things are really uncertain, not knowing what's going to happen with interest rates and what's going to happen with the whole economy.
And today, the uncertainty only grew. The U.S. government out with its jobs report, saying the economy added about 114,000 jobs last month, less than expected, and the unemployment rate is now the highest it's been since October of 2021.
It's another element of evidence on top of a long string of evidence that we've had that the labor market is softening. Consumers have been telling us for quite a while now that the job market isn't as hospitable for job seekers as it was a year ago, 2 years ago.
The job news sent the stock market tumbling today, but the market had already taken some serious hits in the few days prior to this report. Why?
The alarm that you see in the stock market and potentially among consumers is about worries that things could potentially get worse.
Inflation has fueled Americans' psychological fears about the economy. A Gallup poll taken last month found 7 in 10 Americans believe it's getting worse.
I got adult children now who are starting out, and how can they be able to survive with what it costs in today's world?
Inflation is really hitting a lot of people in a hard way.
American households are still understandably unhappy about the economic situation. A key reason for that is because that cart of groceries that used to cost them $100 now costs them $130.
And new questions are being raised about whether the Federal Reserve has waited too long to lower interest rates.
This puts even more pressure on the Federal Reserve to cut rates in September. Markets widely expect that the Fed will cut rates by at least a quarter point at its next meeting.
But analysts also say we shouldn't overreact, that the U.S. economy is still very strong.
The fundamentals of the economy actually are quite solid today. Inflation has been high, but it's come way down, and it's now close to the Fed's 2% objective. This is a good labor market for people who want to work and are willing to seek those opportunities, even if that may mean, for example, moving locations.
In the meantime, analysts offer some practical advice for us as we ride out this uncertain period.
It's always good to have a nest egg. It's always good to make sure your job prospects are strong. I wouldn't do anything hasty, don't sell all your stocks.
Coming up, a man who stole a statue of baseball star Jackie Robinson gets his sentence. Plus, another data breach could affect many Americans. We'll tell you what you need to know. The annual Emancipation Celebration takes place this weekend at Ewart Park in Joplin. The celebration does not take place on Juneteenth like most other celebrations because history tells us it took months for enslaved people in our area to hear about their new freedom. Celebration is a way to remember and celebrate the history and culture of African American people in the Joplin area, but organizers say that it does not mean it's exclusive.
This celebration is for everyone. We invite everyone to come down, experience some African American culture, learn about the history, learn about the achievement, and just come, and it's an all-inclusive event. It's fun. It's a family event. We have something for everyone. We have stuff for kids every night, every day. We have a car show. We have church in the park. So we have a lot of things. We try to include everyone.
Events continue tonight and into Sunday. The event is free to attend. Those who make their way there will have plenty of food to choose from and the chance to listen to some live music. The Kansas man who admitted to stealing a statue of Jackie Robinson earlier this year was sentenced to 15 years in prison on Friday. 45-year-old Ricky Alderetti pleaded guilty earlier this spring to multiple charges, including theft and aggravated burglary. The statue was stolen from a Wichita park in January and was later found burned and in pieces inside a trash can at the baseball park. During Friday's hearing, Alderetti apologized to the city of Wichita and League 42. He was also ordered to pay more than $41,000 to League 42. Customers across Missouri and Kansas may soon start seeing letters warning them about data breach affecting their personal information. Here's more on the latest breach and how you can protect yourself.
And feel like we're constantly getting notifications or seeing something in the news about a data breach. So it almost feels a little bit more like not if, but when.
Ticketmaster has sent letters to customers informing them of a data breach of a third-party data service provider.
As a consumer, you can do all of your research, do all the precautions, take everything right, and things can still happen.
The letter states that Ticketmaster was informed of 3 different dates the data was accessed by an unauthorized party. Those dates are April 2nd, May 18th, and May 23rd, all of this year. Some of the information collected includes names, basic contact information, and credit or debit card numbers and expiration dates.
There are a number of steps that they can take that don't cost anything. They don't have to sign up with a special service. So they can go put a credit freeze on their credit report on their own. They can take steps to go about changing all their passwords and using a password manager tool. Just simply monitoring their credit. If they don't want to sign up for a credit freeze or put a credit alert, get your free credit report every year.
The website IT Governance shows this year there's been more than 2,700 publicly disclosed incidents affecting more than 6.8 billion known records.
If you do get one of these notices in the mail, to understand the steps that you need to take to protect yourself is very important. You want to minimize the damage.
A little later, how this allergy season stacks up against previous ones.
And heat is starting to ramp up as we move into the week. We'll talk about it right after the break. Well, it's pretty nice out there. We got a few clouds, but overall, pretty good looking night. Temperatures dropping down to lower 70s out in Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. Good looking night. Temperatures got up to about 94 today. Our low is 65, so it's a little bit below average, but our high was a little bit above average today. So we're a little bit on both ends of the spectrum. We are getting down to the lower 70s and upper 60s today, which is going to be right about average for our low tonight. We don't have much else going on. A few clouds in the area, but we're not seeing any rainfall until end of the week, next week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but not until then. So we're just going to be mostly dry. Temperatures do start to heat back up. We don't see a rise in humidity until early next week. So until then, we've got a minor risk. You know, it is still hot, upper 90s for our high temperatures, but humidity pretty low. So heat index is sticking to what the actual temperature is, at least through tomorrow. We've got a little bit more of a moderate risk as we move into the western counties tomorrow, but we move into Monday, moderate risk for most of us. That's when heat and humidity start creeping back in. We see high pressure system move over our area, and then a little bit more of that southern Gulf moisture moving into the area. That's not until Monday. So planning your day in the morning, mostly sunny, maybe a cloud here or there, but overall not too bad. Temperatures start off low 70s and rise pretty quickly to about 90 by noon. We're getting up to upper 90s, so high for Joplin area, 96, 97. The rest of us, some of the eastern counties maybe a little bit cooler, western counties a little bit warmer. We did see that more moderate risk for those western counties. Still through tomorrow, northeasterly breeze, pretty light, and not as much going on. We do have that high pressure moving over our area. You can start to see winds shifting around, moving more easterly as we move into Monday. And then we also have some clouds moving in. We start to see humidity pushing into the area as well. So we may see a heat advisory pop up Monday, maybe Tuesday, because you see our high temperatures getting up to about 99, low only down to upper 70s. So we're really not cooling off Monday night. And then Tuesday, 98 for our high. It's going to be pretty hot Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Higher humidity and not any rainfall, not much cloud coverage to keep us cool either. We don't even have a heavy breeze. It's going to be maybe 5 miles per hour. Not much else going on. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, our hottest days. We start to see some rain chances kicking up on Thursday. Isolated thunderstorms, isolated showers. Then Friday, drop in temperatures, 86 for our high. That sticks around for Saturday as well, mid to upper 80s. And then we do start to warm back up. It is still August, unfortunately.
Yeah, but that 86 is looking really nice.
It is, unfortunately, a little rain on that day. So it's not like we can really be outside enjoying it, but
rain's not the worst thing in the world.
That's
though.
true. But I'll be sitting inside knowing it's cooler outside.
Absolutely. Peace of mind.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, Lindsay. For those suffering from allergies, there is some mixed news when it comes to how this summer compares to last year. Chris Bryant consulted an allergy specialist and the Ozarks Health Department about the season so far.
We're pretty on track with what we've been in the past few years. At this time of season, mold is peaking, so you're going to see pretty high numbers.
This year, the Springfield Greene County Health Department has reported 19 days with high or very high mold counts. That compares to 18 days a year ago.
We're going to start to see like a switch into more of like weeds. So ragweed's going to be like the common culprit, and that's going to be causing the most allergies.
And it's not only the allergies that affect those seeking relief in the summer.
Just harder for my patients to breathe when it's humid outside.
The summer allergy season has been pretty much the same this year for allergists at Cox Health. However, there are some over-the-counter remedies that will help with the seasonal allergies that you can pick up for relief.
Over the counter is actually where all my medications are that I recommend. So you just have to know how to put them together. People don't realize it, but nasal sprays and nasal steroids in particular are probably more effective than just your regular antihistamines like cetirizine and Claritin or loratadine.
With wait times to see an allergy specialist at Cox Health taking 6 to 8 months, the best place to start is with your primary care doctor when it comes to treatment that is non-urgent. And not all sneezes are a sign of allergies. It might be environmental.
Sometimes they come to see me and I do testing and there's nothing that shows up. And like, I can't believe it. It's like, well, sometimes that happens, and it's really just your nose kind of dealing with just the temperature changes or the dust that just irritates it. Like anybody that goes into a dusty attic's going to sneeze. It doesn't mean they're allergic to the dust in it. It's just so much particles that you can't really handle.
With fall right around the corner, some sufferers could see the allergy season come to an end.
First major frost, that's usually late October, early November is when we usually expect it.
Coming up in sports, a former Missouri Southern athlete wins a medal at the Paris Olympic Games. Plus, the Joplin Outlaws playing a big game on their home field. Brock Baldridge has the highlights and more.
Takes the world's biggest stage in the final round of the men's shot put in the 2024 Olympic Games. And this athlete also has a chance to make history for his home country of Jamaica. Well, what a day it was for Rajendra Campbell, who goes on to win the bronze medal in the final round of the men's shot put for Team Jamaica. Campbell is the first athlete to ever win a medal for his home country of Jamaica in the men's shot put. And the difference in this event was his second attempt in the final round, where he threw for 22.15 meters, and that wasn't far away from setting the Olympic record. And for all those in the 4 states who remember, Campbell was a member of the Missouri Southern men's indoor and outdoor track and field team from 2018 to 2021. So here's the final results of the men's shot put. As you see here, the individuals who finished in the top 5, Ryan Krauser and Joe Kovacs, win gold and silver for Team USA. And then Rajendra Campbell comes in at 3rd place as he takes home the bronze medal. Nice piece of hardware as he adds to that collection. And the United States men's basketball team plays in their final game of pool play in the Olympics. The U.S. beats the Puerto Rican national team 104-83. Anthony Edwards scored a game-high 26 points, and St. Louis native Jason Tatum scored a double-double in that one. Team USA will face Brazil in the quarterfinal rounds this Tuesday. Well, the Webb City Little Leaguers are off to a good start in the Midwest Region Tournament. Webb City moves on to face Team Iowa in the winner's bracket. Well, the game got off to a later start than expected due to rain delays in Whitestown, Indiana, but the Webb City Little League team pulls off the impressive comeback win. Webb City beats Team Iowa 3-2, and Levi Smith was the hero in this game as he hit a walk-off 2-run double off of the fence. So Webb City is playing as Team Missouri moves on. They will play Wednesday at 10 a.m. on national television on ESPN. From the little leagues to the big leagues now, Cardinals at the Cubs. First inning as Alec Burleson turns and burns this one deep to right field, and that ball is going to land in the basket. Burleson thinks it's a double at first, but after review, you clearly see that the ball goes into the basket for a solo home run. St. Louis leads 1-0. We go to the bottom of the first now. Cubs respond quickly as Michael Busch squares this one up, and it goes into the bleachers, and that's gone for a 2-run homer. And that gives Chicago a 2-1 lead. So here's where things get really crazy. Top of the 8th, Cubs lead 4-2 with 2 outs. Nolan Arenado pops one to center field. Pete Crow Armstrong can't make the play, and St. Louis ties the game. It's now 4-4. We go to the bottom of the 9th now. Cardinals lead 5-4. Nico Horner lines one to center, but Lars Nootbaar is there for the final out. Cardinals come from behind to get the victory. St. Louis wins it 5-4. Royals and Tigers facing off in Detroit. Really tough game to swallow for Kansas City tonight as they lose an extra inning 6-5 after the Winsel Perez walk-off single. Royals look to win the series tomorrow afternoon. At Joe Becker Stadium, the Joplin Outlaws are fighting for a playoff spot in the Mid-American League, facing the Sherman Shadowcats tonight. First inning, Corson Hastings. It's a line drive sharply into the right field corner, and well, that's trouble. Sherman gets on the board first, so the Shadowcats lead 1-0. We go to the bottom of the first now. Sherman leads 2-0. Rayvon Morgan, it's a chopper to third, and he grounds out, but the local kid, Brett Sarwinski, comes down to score, and it cuts the lead in half. It's now a 2-1 ball game. We go to the third inning now. CJ Sapicki, it's a missile right back up the middle into center field. That scores Rayvon Morgan, and that ties up our ball game 2-2. We go to the fourth inning now. We see a great finish for the hot dog race here. Diego Lopez on the mound. Great performance from him as he gets the called strike 3 right there, and then next hitter grounds out to second base. And the Outlaws go on to win this game in extra innings. Andre Jackson got the walk-off single. Joplin wins 3-2. So what a day it was for sports in the area. The Outlaws, they also clinch a playoff spot tonight with that win. Not only that, but Rajon Campbell gets an Olympic gold medal, and the Webb City Little Leaguers, they win in a walk-off as well. So couldn't ask for a better day.
Absolutely. It's a perfect day. Thanks, Brock. We'll be right back. All right, and a final look at weather.
Well, it's pretty boring the next couple of days. We've got a high pressure system over us, so we're just seeing temperatures rise Monday and Tuesday. Not much else until later in the week.
All right, and final sports.
Well, the Joplin Outlaws are now in the playoffs. They will go to Abilene, Texas for the Mid-American League playoffs. That will happen August 13th to the 14th. And like I said, what a day. You know, we had former Lion win a bronze medal, and we had the Webb City Little Leaguers. They go move on to the semifinals, so good luck to everyone.
Yeah, great day for sports in the four states, absolutely. Well, that's our time for tonight from all of us here at KOAM. Have a great night.